Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to the beautiful mess where the mess I create brings you joy. Before we start, I just want to thank everybody that were able to participate in this Zoom tutorial. Thanks a lot. Start with, I'm just going to run through the items real quick to make sure that we're all on the same page. I don't want anyone to feel, like they're in the dark or something. All right, so the first thing is going to be the concealer we're going to use. This is the concealer palette that we're going to use. If you have a liquid concealer, it's also fine. All right. Another thing is I hope you have two shades because one is going to be used for like your lighter spots, like your cheekbone, your under eye, your cheekbones, the space between your cheekbone and your jawline right here. We're gonna be putting the lighter concealer on there, and then your chin, your upper lips, bridge of your nose, and your forehead. Those are gonna have the lighter concealer, and then the dark one will go like your jaw, your cheekbone line, the edges around your hair, just to make sure we add some warmth back in your face. So the darker shade is going to be used for that. Next, of course, we need a primer. If you have a primer or a moisturizer, this is, to make sure that the primer basically helps make everything stays in place and flawlessly. So that's what the primer is for. Next thing is either a blending brush or a sponge. And with that, you want to either have, this is optional. I'm going to use water just so we're all good, because when you're using this, you want to make sure that it's wet, a little bit damp, so that when you're pressing the concealer in, it stays. All right, so you want to make sure it's damp. You can either use a setting spray or some water. After is your lip gloss. You have to, moisturize our lips. It all adds to the beauty. Either a lip gloss or a lipstick, it's up to you. For the purpose of this quick tutorial, I'm going to be using the lip gloss. And then the mascara to bring out your eyes, it helps bring out your eyes, it helps your eyes to pop and things like that. Speaking of mascara, we're also going to use the eyeliner, also help make our eyes pop. Eyebrow brush, just to brush our eyebrows, make sure they're in place before we start. Of course, the palette is the powder. Just like we have the concealer 2 shades, we hopefully want to have these 2 shades too, so that one is used for the lighter spots that we're going to apply the lighter concealer, and the dark one is going to be used for like our edges, for the dark spot that we're going to apply the darker concealer. You want to have your powder. Next thing, like I said on there, the highlighter is optional, but the highlighter normally is like used for like the tip of your nose, the bridge of your nose, the arch of your brow, and your cheekbone. And sometimes people go all out, putting some here, there, and the forehead. Again, for the simple and quickness of this video, we're just gonna be putting it, on the tip of our nose, a little bit on the cheekbone, and then on the arch of our eyebrow. All right, I believe that is all of the items that we need. Does anyone have a question before we start? first thing is we're gonna take our brow pencil to just brush our brows. So you wanna brush your brows, make sure that they're in place.
You have brows and they're maybe like not so bushy and you're just ready to go on the go quickly. All you have to do is just basically follow the line of your brow. So what I do is I go ahead and I brush all the hairs up first, make sure everything's kind of pointed upwards, and then you follow the outline of your own brow. So you're gonna go along with the hairs of your brow and then fill it in that way. Yeah, you just keep applying, and that's how you achieve that look.
So draw a line up here, like a little line, right before your lashes start or your brow starts, and then you want to right on the arch here, where the arch is, where it thinks out, you want to put another line up there. And then at the end here, where you have this line right here, above that right there, you want to put another line there. After it's done, you now want to connect the dot. So we're gonna, under here, where we started the line, we're gonna now draw a line going up here to this point. From down here, join the line going to this point right here. So I want to draw it going up here. Here. After you're done, right here where you drew the other line, you want to then bring that line, connect it with what you put right here. So and then they're meeting right there. After that, you now want to take it down to this one. Mine are thin, yeah, it's not gonna show like that. But you just want to take it to this line that you drew right there. And then after we connected our lines or our dots, we're now going to fill it in using smaller strokes lightly. Fill it in. And of course, you want to make sure you're brushing it so that it doesn't look, you know. All right, are we all good? Yeah. Should I move on to the, all right. So using our concealer, we're going to use the lighter shade. The lighter shade to shape our brows. And you just want to follow that line that you drew. You just want to follow that line. That way it'll help.
What if you're using a liquid concealer?
It'll work too. Just make sure.
Should we use the brush in the liquid concealer, or we should use the brush you showed us?
Does it have like a way to that you can use to line it out?
Yeah.
It does. Or you can just open it up and like dab it on your brush. Like just dab it a little bit on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, first, let's blend this out. That's another thing I forgot to mention. You want to use like a little, it's like a fluffy brush.
Like this.
Yeah. Yes, Sister Adobia, yes.
Thank you.
And if you're using a creaming concealer palette like me, you just want to wet this a little bit so that when you're blending this, it will blend easily. But if you're using like a foundation or something like what Sister Eunice is using, you don't need to do that. But since mine is creamy, I'm going to wet it. So we just want to like, when we're blending, we want to blend down. All right, so again, for the top part, this should be easy because basically all you're doing, you're just lining it out. And by the way, we're using the darker part or foundation, darker part of our foundation, so that this part is dark, and that's the reason we're using the darker part. This part is dark, and this is a little bit light, so that's why we use a lighter part here and a darker part up here. So we're going to use the darker part of our concealer to shade in the top part of our eyebrows. So like I said, you just want to take like that straight line, and then when it comes to that arch, you bend it. So you take a straight, and then when it comes, you bend it. Straight up under here, we're gonna now blend it out also, making sure that our thing is damp. If you have a creamy concealer, if you already have like a liquid concealer, you just go ahead and start blending upward.
Oh. I think we are getting it.
I think is the key word here.
I think.
I think for me, it's just like, I don't think I have the right product. I might have to like get the shades, like the concealer. Yeah. For me, I think that's the problem. But
this is Sylvia. I can help with that if you need help. I don't mind.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get the, like, you know, the stuff that you use, like the shades, like the colors.
But basically what the primer does, it helps everything stay into place.
Okay.
Yeah, but we want to make sure, since we're putting products on our faces, we want to make sure that our face is a little bit moisturized, or we have something at least on our face, so that we're not just putting stuff on our bare faces. Yeah.
And so it protects the skin from like blemishes and stuff. Okay. Well, I have my primer, so.
Giving our skin some love. Perfect, Sister Eunice. Yes.
Yeah, I have my primer too.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just want to put a little bit on here, your cheek, a little bit on your forehead, chin, both cheeks. Underneath the eye here.
Mommy, could you put things on the bed?
Can I ask a question? Which of the brushes do you use for that?
The one that you use to draw the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're keeping it minimal, simple
Stuff.
less
Right.
equipment and stuff. All these things can literally fit in my purse and I'll be on the go. So that's
Right.
yeah. So
Which one are we using under the eye, Cece?
the lighter one, the concealer that you use for your
Oh, okay.
Under the brows?
yeah.
Okay.
So, Sister Ama, no, not that one. Do you have the creamy one? No, Sister Ama, you have two. You have two of them. There are little tubes like this. Yeah, there are little tubes like this. You have, yes, that's the light one. It goes under your eyes. And then the darker one will be used for your forehead and things like that. So we're using the lighter one first. So the lighter ones are going to be put in under our eyes, both, of course. Next, gonna put some on our upper chin. Upper chin, bridge of your nose.
Let's see.
The forehead. And all this is the light one.
Okay.
Next, chin.
Okay.
I love it. Okay. Lastly, we're gonna take a line and put it, you see the jawline and under your cheekbone here. We're gonna put like a line right here. It's like your hairline, but it's right under there. It's a little bit down.
Oh, so wet it?
And then we'll start. If you're using the brush, it's the same thing. You just dab it in. Like, this is the dabbing. You don't rub. Dab it in.
It doesn't matter which part of the thing we're using, or it has to be the tip, the sponge.
It's like a flatter side, not like the tip.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And you just dab it in. And just blend that concealer under your eyes. And
Okay. So is it supposed to, whilst you are doing it, are you supposed to blend it in all over your face? I mean the facial area, like every part?
yes. So you blend, like you make sure you get under your eyes and then add a little bit on your eyelids.
Okay.
To then blending that concealer that you use on your eyelids and the one that you blend everything.
Okay.
And blend the bridge of your nose. So since you're using a blending brush, Sister Adria, use this one that you use to blend this in.
Right.
In the bridge of your nose.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Your darker concealer or your darker foundation now will go like towards, like just a little bit towards your hairline. And if you have a thick concealer, you don't want to be too generous with this. You just want to add a little bit. And then this line, remember how we blended it? It's already dark there. And then we just want to bring that line there.
Where's my darker shade?
Deb, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm looking for them.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna be using the darker shade. Here.
Is this like the same place you put the other line?
I'm sorry? No. So is that like the first lighter line goes between like your cheekbone here and your jawline. That's where that lighter one went, or that's where we applied it. Now, this dark one is, you see your hairline right here. It goes down that hairline. It goes down that hairline, and it basically helps bring the warmth back in your face. Because, like, sorry, my sister Sylvia.
Yes.
Let's bring the warmth back in your face.
Yes, please.
Concealer to bring the warmth back in your face.
Yes.
Like a little bit on
Okay.
your forehead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then now the next thing to do is to line this jawline here so that it helps with the darkness.
Okay.
Is that a dot or a line, Cece, for the jaw?
For the jaw is a line.
Okay.
It's like a line right along your jawline. Nose too. So basically it's like right, you see your arch here, your eyebrows,
Mm-hmm.
and your nose. You just want to bring that line down. So from your eyebrows here, you bring that line down. And then you do the same thing. Or if you're using a blending brush, it should be damp a little bit. And if you go on ahead and just blend, dab that on right hairline, yeah. This is another part that really needs to be blended. And then again, if you're doing this line right here, you want to blend it down also. We don't want to blend everything in to remove.
I thought you were doing the makeup. You eating?
Oh, so below and snack. It's a party here. It's a party.
Lord.
Oh God.
We should have a full next time. A full face and a glass of wine would be nice for next time.
Next time we'll do one.
I know,
Today is
right?
so below.
Amma will cook for us.
Yeah.
Sylvia,
Oh,
are you putting too much or is just my eyes?
I don't know. Might be too much. I don't know.
Like just a little bit.
Just a
Make that pop. Like just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the next blending brush, I want to use the lighter one and just dab it in there.
this one?
Blending brush. blending. This one.
Hey, wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the same one. And you apply it underneath your eye, and using the lighter one, your forehead. Under your chin. Your upper lip. The bridge of the nose.
I'm sorry, it looks like I missed this part. Could you please tell me what we are doing now? I'm sorry.
The powder part. So we're using the lighter powder and applying it to where we have all the lighter concealer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So underneath our eyes.
Right.
And you probably want to put a little bit on the shades. The chin. And remember that little line you drew here inside it. You want to apply it a little bit inside there.
Okay. I think I have a powder. Let me see.
How's everybody doing?
Sissy, can you show me where you put in the on the cheek side? Where did you put? Oh,
Like just
okay. Right where we put the light. Okay.
yeah, just inside there, not your cheekbone, just the inside part.
The
Go
inside.
ahead and use your darker shade with a fluffy brush, powder brush, and using the darker shade. Wipe away. And then the line here, remember that dark line we drew? We drew from our hairline here, down here. You also want to put some powder on that, darker powder on that. The one that we drew also, you want to put the powder on there. Then if you put any powder like around here, you want to make sure that, I mean concealer there, you want to make sure that you add some powder on it to set everything in. And basically using this brush that we use to blend things out, you dab a little bit. This is where we get that nice nose. We dab a little bit, put a little on the tip of the nose. Okay, on the tip of our nose, the bridge here. This will, if you're taking picture, it will make that, you know, picture pop.
Okay.
And then we'll now add a little bit on the bridge, on the arch of our eyebrows, like right here, where our eyebrows, like the arch right here. I'm gonna add a little bit on there. If you want it here. Make sure you bring your lower eyelids down and apply it on the waterline. Sorry.
So you want to? I always go from the outer in. You'll take your eyeliner.
You just want to make sure you hold, you hold the eye.
Yeah, like how Cece's holding it, that's how I normally hold it. Just kind of pull your eye a little bit, just so you can draw yourself a nice, crisp, clean line.
So you draw it from out to in, not from in to...
I draw it from out to in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the mascara. So the mascara, when you're doing it, you want to look down. Brush it up. After it's open, you add your eyelids on there, and then you brush. Open, add, brush. If you have setting spray, if not, it's fine. But you use the setting spray or a mist to set everything in your face. So now is the time to use. And then we're done.
Okay, so what does it do? The steady spray?
Yeah, it helps set everything.
Okay.
Yes, and ladies, if you need like the whole, Beverly is like her co-partner. She helps with the makeup too, just to like speed it up. Because I know it's like when it comes to big events, you are like basically it's probably a lot of makeup that needs to be done. Maybe you have bridesmaids or whatever. Beverly is like really helpful. She helps like accelerate the process. And also like she's a photographer. She's just a natural photographer and she does such a beautiful job. So if you guys need the whole package, these two are just a great team together and they'll come and hook you up and make your event very nice. So just
let me ask myself.
Hey, okay. Hello, Mr. New.
Yeah. So these products here, do they have some that are friendly for Zoom and virtual meetings?
The what?
I think she has normal makeup, like she told me.
Okay, so the one you are wearing, I don't know if it's the light, but you're right now it's popping out because sometimes during the meetings on Zoom, some people look like they just rolled out of bed and they are not they haven't prepared themselves for the occasion. So I didn't know if maybe the makeup they were using wasn't conducive to the lighting.
That's why she has shown up. That's why she has shown up this quick. So if I wake up at 9:30, I can do this one quick. If I come on this. Yes.
In other words, Mr. Nim is referring to his wife looking very delicious this afternoon.
Yes. Because I literally roll out of bed to meetings, so.
He loves what he's seeing. So please, Amma, just don't roll out of bed, please. Even if you roll out of bed, make sure.
This one is thumbs up. Good job.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Oh, Sissy, thank you so much. I mean, we learn a lot of there are a lot of new information that I've been doing makeup and it's like clearly I have no idea what I'm doing. Today it's like you have a better understanding of why you put something on your face, like why you put the concealer, why you put the the what they call it, the spray. you know, the highlighter, all that stuff. So it's been very enlightening. I mean, I've learned a lot, and I'm sure my lovely ladies have too.
Yes.
We just want to say a very big thank you to you for taking the time out and showing us, you know, showing us how to, like, you know, this is like, it's like quick. I mean, we are learning, but it seems like once we get the hand on it, like it will be very quick, like a good 15 minutes, you know, makeup. And that's kind of what we need as, you know, wives and mothers, like running around busy schedules. So we just
Sissy, when is the
thank
next
you
one?
to you so much.
Hey, someone's asking for the next one already.
Hey.
I mean, you guys let me know when you want it, and I'll come with it. This time around, we're coming with a full bit. Again, thanks to all my beautiful ladies for joining me, and to all my viewers. If you've not subscribed to The Beautiful Mess, please do so. Come join us so you can be authentic, be beautiful, and most importantly, be you. Bye.